Well, a special day at UCF as Danny White is introduced as the new athletic director of the Knights. And first, welcome to Orlando. It's got to be exciting for you.
Thank you. Yeah, just getting in late last night and seeing campus for the first time today. Really excited to be here.
Why is this the right fit for you and your family?
You know, it's I think people that do what we do, working in intercollegiate athletics, have seen the vast potential of this place, and certainly the successes in recent years give further testament to what UCF athletics is capable of in time. And I've always been attracted to the opportunity to build something. That's what attracted me to go to Buffalo, a place that was very young as well, with a lot of upside, and I see UCF in the same light, with perhaps even more upside, with so many advantages from a competitive standpoint in our world, in college athletics. And so really excited to be here and live in this part of the world and be a part of just an innovative, entrepreneurial type of university that's moving really quickly, and I think the future is really, really bright.
What's some of the things you've got to get working on and some things that you see down the line?
You know, immediately, we obviously need to find a new leader of our football program, and Coach O'Leary obviously did a masterful job of building UCF into one of the premier football programs in the country. And I'm looking at a Fiesta Bowl banner right here, so the evidence is literally right in front of me what was accomplished here in football, and we got to find that next leader. So that is something I'll be working on before I even start the job.
Talk if we can about fundraising. It's the job of every athletic director, and every school is unique in the sense that UCF, as you mentioned, turns out a lot of alum each year, but it's a younger alumni base. But this is also an international market, corporate opportunities. How does fundraising in a place like UCF differ from other places you've been?
What we did is build a vision that people bought into and give what you can. Certainly major gifts are really important, but the more major gifts donors we can get at any level, through the masses can generate a lot of revenue and help us make the right investments to make us more competitive. And Buffalo is very similar to here in that it's a relatively young public institution, established actually around the same time as UCF in the 60s. And so there's a lot of similarities in terms of the type of alumni base. There's just a lot more of them here. So we'll approach it in a similar way. As I mentioned, we'll work with everybody involved to try to determine what do we want to be when we grow up? What's our ultimate goal, where we want to go with this thing, and then develop a really thought-out plan on how people can participate. And being a donor and investing at whatever level you can is a really important part of that process.
It's a political environment in the next year as people see about presidential debates and all that stuff. Yeah. The UCF fan base is kind of your electorate out there that you're going to ask to help you. What's your message to that fan base, to what you need from them for what UCF is and what you want it to be?
You know, I think you can't talk about the potential of this place without just talking about the scope. There's not many athletic departments that enjoy this large of a student body and an alumni base. And it's only an advantage if those people are engaged. And whether that be coming to games and being a single game ticket holder or a season ticket holder, being a donor at any level they can be, following us on television and making us more relevant in TV ratings, and with all the cord cutting that's going on, subscriptions and streaming, and as that continues to evolve, the pride of the alumni base and the student body of UCF athletics is going to pave the way for us into our future, whatever that future becomes. And like we talked about earlier, college athletics is a fluid environment right now. We need to engage the masses, and that's the major advantage we have. So the best way for people to help us is be a fan, be proud of your alma mater or your university, and support it in any way that you can.
It's a 24/7 job, and you've got a family. Share what the news was like when you spoke to them about moving to Orlando. Not a bad place to move to. And what else people can know about you outside of what your role will be here at UCF that you like doing?
Yeah, we have my wife Sean and I. We have 4 young kids. We have an 11-year-old boy Aiden, and an 8-year-old girl Molly, and a 6-year-old girl Caitlin, and a 3-year-old little whippersnapper James. And it wasn't that difficult to sell them on the idea of moving next door to Mickey Mouse. Is how we sold it. But you know, our family is, as much as we've moved all around the country, growing up in college athletics, kind of a quote-unquote college athletics brat. The Space Coast of Florida and this area is where we've kind of come together every year, and that's where my kids know their cousins, and so this is as much of a home base as anywhere in the country for us. So they knew exactly what Orlando was, and moving to Florida, they've been here quite a bit, and they're really excited. It was a late night. Couldn't get them to bed that night.
It is a special time at UCF and a lot of good stuff going on. He's the newest athletic director for UCF, Danny White.